On today's lesson, we're going to see if I can compete against a 12.5 UTR. I'm going to walk you through the process of how I would approach a match playing someone far better than me. And then after the set, we're going to see how I would adjust and what I could work on in the future moving forward using video and analysis. So let's get started. All right, so before we get to the set today, I'm going to take you through some pre-match thoughts I have, my strategy, how I'm approaching the set against playing a better player. And this is the most important part of the lesson because a lot of times I see people come out, and if you're a 4-0 playing a 4-5, you approach that match all wrong and you end up just losing quickly. So I'm playing Carson Baker. He's the son of one of the coaches here. He plays at Boise State. He's a 12-5 UTR. And the reality of the situation is he's better than me at every physical skill in the game of tennis currently. He serves better, he returns better, he's much faster, he's in better shape, he can go for longer. His ball has more on it. I mean, I haven't played a set, I was thinking last night, in probably 2 or 3 years. I haven't hit a return in the same amount of time. I barely volley, and I honestly don't even hit much. Now, I do have knowledge, and I do have a background of playing good tennis, so I don't think I'm going to embarrass myself today. But the reality is I am a heavy, heavy underdog. And so when that's the situation, my goal is to either win, and it's going to be a grimy win. It's going to be 7-5, one break. It's not going to be pretty, but it's possible. Or I want Carson to beat me. So I want to play solid tennis and have him hit a bunch of great shots and just blow me off the court. The one thing I don't want to happen is I don't want to lose to Carson. I don't want to give him a bunch of free points because I'm trying to overplay and match his level, which is probably not possible today. So how do I make sure I don't lose the match to Carson? That's where my Stokey 6 come in play. So from baseline rallies, I'm going to play with enough height to where I don't miss the net. I'm going to aim far enough from the sidelines where I don't miss much wide. And I'm going to predominantly keep the ball cross court, especially early in the set when I'm still trying to get a feel for playing points again. Now, those same ideas will apply to my +1 shots. Where it's going to get very tricky for me today is the serve and return. I'm not worried about double faulting on my serve, but I'm going to have to play some offense if I want to have even a remote chance at holding serve and maybe even winning the set. Returns are going to be dodgy. He's got a very good serve. And like I said, this is the hardest thing to get back when you haven't played a lot. So I'm probably going to start a little deeper. I'm definitely going to go middle. I might have to chip a lot of forehand returns in the beginning, sitting on that backhand grip because I'm not used to the speed. But that's going to be the trickiest one. But if I can do those 6 things, I can ensure that I don't lose to Carson. And he's either going to have to beat me or I'm going to win the set. Now, one other question that comes up when I'm playing or people just see me teaching is, what is my racket and string setup? So this is the Yonex Z Zone. It's 100. You know, I've been using this. It's got a lot of power. I actually have strung this at about 42, and that was probably 2 months ago. So this is probably in the 30s. And the funny thing is, when I used to play, I strung it in the 60s. A lot of players I coach today string low 50s. Every time I drop tension, it feels better and better. It feels like a trampoline. It's easier on my arm. I can really just swing up and aim on the service line, and the ball's naturally going to go deep in the court. So that's what I'm using today. Like I said, I haven't been playing at all, so I don't have any feel. But I would encourage you guys to actually drop your tension a little bit. It might feel weird at first, but once you get used to it, it saves your arm and it's easy, easy power. And for real, the last thing before we get into the set is I'm giving away one of these beautiful ADV backpacks. It's where I keep my microphone, my tripod, my padel racket is actually still in there, my towels, water bottle. It's got room for everything. I'm giving away a free one at the end of every month for the rest of 2025. The only way you need to enter is subscribe to my newsletter. So I'm going to comment and pin that to the top. I'm also going to put that in the video description. But I just send out 1 to 2 more free tennis tips a month, and you're going to have chances to win cool things like this beautiful backpack. So now let's see how I do in this set versus Carson. That is up. Thank you. Did not want to get broken. Be down a break to start. All right, we warmed up. His heavy ball gave me some issues. This is going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. Going to go return middle. First couple balls cross. Plenty of height, plenty of margin. Yeah, that's a sign of things to come. He can just hit high, heavy. I can't move, barely get there with a slice. I think I'll get a little looser as it goes on. Like I said, returning is going to take a little bit to get used to. At least it's a middle miss. This is why I'm glad I get to start returning. Yeah. Now again, out of all the Stokey 6s, I told you, returns are going to be the trickiest. So I've already hit a ground stroke in the net because of bad feet. I've missed 2 returns, not because I'm an idiot, just because he's good.
Little deep. Wow. Even that slice is just disgusting. I'm going to hang way back, hit this high, give myself some time, hopefully get a few balls in play, get some rhythm for my next serve game. And he's smart. He saw me hanging way back there, so then he serves and volleys. I was worried about a golden set for a while. Yeah, I don't want to move. Good. Ooh, all right. Obviously not moving well to the backhand side today. That's an issue. Also in the warm-up, my volleys are disgusting because of Padel. So I'm not gonna be able to come in a ton and hit good shots. I need something on my serves here. +1 air, already pressing. Just like I told you I wouldn't. Haven't even been broken yet and you're pressing. All right, here we go. Solid. There's that serve. Yeah, too good. Man, that serve feels weird. Guess what though? I'm getting my ass kicked. 7 points to 1. There's no panic. I'm not playing well. I got plenty of time. There's one. Just got to figure it out. Each game that goes on, I'm going to get more comfortable, more used to playing a set. Although I'm going to have to make first serves if I want to hold. And a passing shot wide. All right, so that's good. It's a good example of what not to do. I go though. Good. Haven't been good. Try a little more height here. Oh yeah, we'll take that. This is the thing. He is so much better than me. Now, there's a chance it's going to be 6-0, but everyone has the chance to mess things up. He could get bored. I might get hot. I might get lucky. The first part, probably not so much. Probably won't be getting hot. Definitely could get lucky, though. Just got to hang around. You never know. Never know. Return through the middle here. Too good. How's that lateral mobility today? Pretty shocking, right? Just happy I made the return. All right, 1540. Been here twice already. I know how to lose this point. A little deep, I think. Could be a hook. I put up an Instagram story asking if they thought I'd get 3 games, and a lot of people said yes. So I'm freaking pumped that you guys think at 41 I can just stroll out of bed after 2 or 3 years and compete with a good college player, but clearly that is not the case. Got to be on offense after my serve. Yeah. So that's me getting more comfortable. You can see, not nearly good enough. Whew, and out of breath. All right, need a first serve here. Okay, survive. First lazy point from him. The wide. Hey, I got to 30. So you can see my second serve starting to get going. Was one of my best shots when I actually played. First serve's been garbage. Second serve is actually solid. 40-15, don't mess around. I want to get on the board. I'm gonna try to kick this forehand body. How'd that work out for me? I've never felt so slow in my life. Believe it or not, speed actually used to be a strength of mine. 40-30. Ah, yes. That feels so good. The only way I'm going to get is missed returns. And I got 3. Let's go on the board. Guy competes. I have 0 clue if I can win a return game. Probably not. But I was a little worried about getting bageled today. Second serve's getting a little better. Movement, major issue. I got to get his backhand a little more. I'm going to try to hit this thing high through the middle. First ball to C. Can't miss that wide. I mean, part of that is it's such a bad shot. Part of that is I'm worried about getting to his forehand. And I made my target, instead of dead center, which is where it should be right now, I put that a little off center. See if I can get to the backhand, I have a chance. Just so much easier said than done. It's wide. The more I back up, the more I bait him into serving wide to my forehand, which isn't a terrible thing. First ball middle. I think he's going forehand. When I was down 10 points to 2, probably didn't think it'd be 3-1-30 all. I'm alive. He's missed 2 out wide serves. I think he's going T. Deep. 30 all. Pressure's on him. Middle return. If I get a ground stroke to rip, I rip it. It is so tough to stay committed. Although I just hit such an average approach shot and he missed the ball wide, and then I go for too much on that one. Amateur hour. Absolute amateur hour. Too good. Good. I mean, if you're going to serve 10%, yeah, too good. Taking these early coming in. Chip forehand, backhand through the middle, try to close on the volley. Don't think he's gonna lob me. Don't have the skills, reflexes, hands, reading the ball, footwork to take returns early, unfortunately. It's a good idea, just not for me. Can't do it. Unfortunately, I have to stay back. And that's why I'm getting my ass kicked, because when I'm on defense, I'm not competitive. When I'm on offense, I'm okay. Ooh, that was gonna be an ace. I gotta hang back, so I can make the ball. Take it.
All right, post-set recap, and you always want to take time when you're going to evaluate after a match or a set. A lot of times when you're emotional, you're not thinking super clearly. So I took some time. It's been a day. I watched the video so I can analyze it. I obviously got smoked 6-1. He beat me 26 points to 13. And what I'm going to break down now is where those 26 points came from. All right, so the biggest grouping of points was 10 points, and that was his winners, and I'm thrilled with that. I wanted him to beat me. He clearly did. And yes, you could say I could hit the ball deeper or have some better second serve quality or, better rally ball quality, but that's just asking me to be a better player than I currently am. So he hit a bunch of great shots. Out of the 26 points, he hit 10 winners. I'm very happy that that's the biggest bucket for this set. The second bucket we're going to look at is missed returns. I had 4. 2 of them were backhand returns in the first game where I'm still kind of just getting used to hitting a return for the first time in a long time. So I'm not worried about those. And then I had 2 slice return misses on my forehand, which used to be my worst shot. So it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be coming in. It was only 4. If I wanted to reduce that moving forward, I would work on forehand returns in practice, maybe a few backhand returns. But honestly, that's a lot better than I thought going into this set. Another bucket of 4 points were +1 errors when I was under attack. So 2 of them were when he was taking second serve returns early and making me feel pressured. So I missed the passing shot wide early in that set. And then later in the set, in the last game that I got broken, I missed another backhand. So that's me getting attacked. 2 of them were me coming to the net on very, very weak returns. So that's more of a tactical thing. I probably don't want to do that moving forward. But those were very tough shots that aren't necessarily my fault. But I can eliminate those by just abandoning that tactic of hitting a second serve return and coming to the net. I have one more bucket of 4 points that I'm going to save for the end. The next bucket is 3 points, and that was when I was running wide to my backhand. So obviously you can see I don't really have the lateral mobility and agility to move quickly. He got me running out to some slices. I missed him in the net. I missed him wide. So that was an issue. If I wanted to get better at that, obviously I just got to work on my side-to-side movement off the court and on the court, both chasing down backhands and learning how to defend with that slice, but also just getting quicker in general. And that leads me to my last bucket of points, which is 4, and those are what I would consider mental mistakes. So in my first service game, that +1, I overhit it a little bit. I was definitely trying to go down the line a touch, which is just a free point for him. And that later in that game, I was still feeling pressure from him already, and I missed that silly little half volley in the net, which is super painful. So I felt like I donated that. And then the game of the match that could have kind of swung the set was that 3-1 game on his serve when I had no ad. I had that great point where I hit a couple of nice lobs, I had him on the stretch, and I just rushed that last passing shot. I could have gone back to the backhand corner and tried to hurt him there, but I gave him a freebie. And then at 30-all, I missed an approach shot wide with a horrendous target. It was way, way too aggressive. And like I said live in the set, he had just missed a passing shot off a very average approach from me. So why am I going for so much more? Those 2 mental mistakes cost me that game. I might have been able to be serving 2-3, and the level difference is still there. So he probably should have beat me 6-2, but you never know. People get tight when the score gets tighter. So maybe that could have swung the set, but those 4 mental mistakes absolutely killed me. So hopefully you learned something about how I would approach playing someone better. The reality is you're going to lose that set or that match a ton because they're better. That's the way it works. But you want to look at those points, how they went, and then figure out how you can start reducing those points that your opponent is winning. So moving forward, if I were to continue playing tennis, I would obviously work on my first serve. I only served 36%. That's part of the reason why he was able to run me to my backhand. It's part of the reason why he was able to hit 10 winners. So I have to up that serve quality. I obviously have to work on that lateral mobility. And then, of course, getting rid of those 4 mental mistakes. If I can get that down to 1 or 2 a set, I'm in good shape. But this is how I would analyze a set that I'm playing. Obviously, it wasn't super impressive. Maybe I'll practice a little more so next time I do this, I'm a little more competitive.